Hey everybody, welcome back. More Vinyl. As usual, I'm just going to get on with it and let's hope we have a nice presentation for you all here. This is Bardot. I have no idea what this sounds like. I was at the record store and I saw this cover and said I gotta have it. So there you go. Coming up we have an artist I am very familiar with. This is Gary Wright. And this is an album though I have not listened to before. But as you know, Gary Wright did the song Dreamweaver, one of his biggest hits. So a lot of the records I'm going to be showing of this particular presentation and stuff I'm just really not too familiar with, except for a few. For example, this is Asleep at the Wheel, a good country swing band. I enjoy their music very much. Nothing on the back to see there. I have never seen this before in my entire life. This is Max Weber. But that cover was intriguing. Since I'm on vacation, maybe I'll get a chance to listen to this record in its entirety and then let you know if it's any good. I got a lot of catching up to do when it comes to records. Here's one that everybody recognizes. This is Van Halen's third offering, Women and Children First. I kind of started losing interest in Van Halen's music when they started to stray away from the hard rock sounds that were so predominant on the first two albums. But this is still worth a listen. I like the song Everybody Wants Some. And still a pretty good album. The one I really recommend is an album called Fair Warning. I'll show that to you later on. This is another album that doesn't need much of an introduction. Fleetwood Mac's self-titled. When I was younger, I thought this was the first album because it's called Fleetwood Mac, but this is not by any means. But they added Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks to the lineup. And this has some really, really good songs on it. And I'm pretty sure you recognize some of those songs. I believe from Scotland, here's the Average White Band. They kind of a pop, bluesy, jazzy type of that band with funk, a lot of funk and stuff on it. The song Pick Up the Pieces and Cut the Cake were on their first album, I believe, and this is one of their later albums, but it's pretty good. I'm not sure who she is. I picked this up for a song at the music store. I love experimenting and listening to new albums, especially if it doesn't cost me too much to get them. This is direct disco, and this is another genre of music I didn't like when it first came out, but now I go back and listen to some of the disco records that I listened to before that I didn't like, and I love them. And I hope a disco doesn't come back because I think it's the nostalgia of the music that makes it fun. This is John Cougar. Don't need to tell you about him, except he's had many name changes throughout the years. John Cougar Mellencamp, John Cougar Mellencamp. But no matter how many name changes, the guy's music is consistent, and he's a decent person. He's a decent person. That's what I heard. Orleans is a kind of country rock band. Back in the day, they had a hit called "Still the One," and this is one of their lesser-known albums. But I have pretty much everything they have because when you go to record stores and you go to the discount bins, you'll see New Orleans or Firefall or the Marshall Tucker Band there. So I just grab them all. And I have not been disappointed by anything from Orleans. Once again, here's Asleep at the Wheel. If any of you are fans of this group, tell me about some recommendations you would have for what I should listen to. Coming up is a new age guitarist named Alex DeGrassi. He did an album sometime back called Overlands. This man can play the guitar like nobody I've ever heard. Maybe Al Di Meola or somebody like that, or Leo Kottke, but this guy is like he's from outer space. I highly recommend if you like instrumental, new age albums, and if the guitar is the instrument you like, check out Alex DeGrassi. Lulu, To Sir With Love. This is one of those songs where when you hear the title, To Sir With Love, you don't think about the movie, but you think about the song. And I saw the movie years back, but I don't remember a thing about it. But I do love this song. It is such a beautiful song by Lulu. And I haven't even listened to the rest of the album, so me and Lulu have a date later on. Okay, let's end this up. Whoop, we got two more. This is Eddie Lockjaw Davis Cookbook. I cannot wait to listen to this record. I just bought it recently, so I'm not sure what to expect. But, by the way, it's volume 2, so it's good to know that there's a volume 1 to this out there as well. And we're going to end up with a group from the 80s that everyone has heard of. I love this album, Beauty and the Beat. This is the Go-Go's, and they did a few other albums after that, but this is the one that I really enjoy as well as most of us. So we're going to stop there for today. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and if you have any questions or comments or anything, let me know. And thanks for tuning in, and have a good day.